a couple of things are happening here. Um, 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 um. So apparently people data mined.
Oh yeah, man, Destiny being on P,
Anyway.
that is just a foregone conclusion, you know. Destiny, as soon as Destiny hit PC, I knew we were gonna start
And
doing that like crazy. They were like, somebody was gonna pull it apart and start data mining it. So what they find?
yeah. So apparently, there's a quest that is called apparently Winter's Light.
It says I can't join you.
That
Felvincer's lie.
oh weird.
The shotgun?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently that's what it's gonna be.
I heard in the data mining they found an
Oh,
ornament
there's
for
some.
it.
Yes.
And confirms its existence. Any credence to the
Yeah.
Siva rumors?
Oh no. Actually. Yeah. Apparently. Um. What was I gonna say? Yeah. There's like a. The Felwinter apparently was consumed
Yeah, he's
by
one of the
Siva.
he's one of
He
the
was
ones
an
that you
Iron
fight at the
Lord.
end, right?
One of the ones. Yes, he's one of the ones that you fight at the end of Iron.
At Rise of Iron. Yeah.
Um, Rise of Iron. Yes, and apparently there's a chance that we'll get to see him again in some way,
The
shape, or
boss
form.
fight.
I mean, that would be weird,
No.
right? Because we
Did
killed
we?
him, or the Siva version. Didn't
We didn't
the
kill
Siva version
Siva.
of him and
We didn't
Destiny
kill
1?
Siva though. All we did was contain it in the vault.
No,
Like we
no.
didn't even kill it. All we did was trap them in there.
Oh,
Because
no.
remember, we fought one of the Iron Lords, and then the other ones that were covered in Siva just started dropping from the ceiling, and it was like, oh no, we need to blow all of it up. But I don't think we actually killed Siva. I think we just got
Yeah.
it back in the vault. I
Yeah.
think Siva's coming back.
But they killed the didn't we? I think according to the data mining rumors, Siva might just be coming back. Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying?
And
Hunt? Hansa Hunt? Can you
there
invite me?
and there's some
I can't
okay.
join you. It's not. It says you're offline. I'm sorry. You can keep going though. It's just okay.
Okay, no, let's
Yeah.
and there's some indication that Guardian Games is
Oh
a
yeah. Well,
thing.
yeah.
Apparently,
Currently
Guardian
it is. Oh.
I mean, not right now, but it's probably gonna be like the replacement to like it was a revelry,
Oh, I see.
you know?
Public destination is too full.
Mhm.
All right, I'll go to orbit then.
Let me
Yeah,
just
I'll
go to orbit
I'll
then.
join you.
Okay.
That's very interesting. So what else did they data mine? They data
Yeah.
mined. Okay, so they data mined Felwinter's Lie, which I guess if not anything else, proves the existence of a shotgun. Any quest logs or like any
Yeah.
lines of dialogue? Did they find anything or any triggers?
No, they didn't find any dialogue, I don't think. I think they found like some artwork, some
Like a little Siva model, like a little computer console that's got like Siva sticking on it. I saw that. Look at the booger.
yeah. So that's probably gonna be part of a quest that
Oh,
we
that
do.
sucks. All right. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a guttural reaction. I didn't mean to say it sucked, but it's it just kind of means that whatever role Siva has to play, it will probably be very brief and not have too much to do with the actual world building.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be a permanent fixture of the
Mhm.
world, which is something I would absolutely hope for. You know, I exactly join you, but I think if you send me an invite, I should be.
Okay.
What in the Hooskow? Alright, I gotta get rid of something. I think I'll get rid of this scout rifle. Right? Yeah, scout rifle. Where's a Jotun when you need it? I really like that gun. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's silly,
Jotun?
but I do like using it. Okay, I guess that'll work. Yeah. Wait, do I have a... Okay, I do. I do have a sidearm. Okay, alright. I think we're solid. That's pretty solid. Alright. We're going to the moon. It's made of...
It's made of shoes.
Why can't you just let me have my moments? Why, Sway? Why? I can't sing. Oh my god. I just have to see what happens. See, this is why you don't watch Alien Covenant reviews while you play Destiny. I love Alien Covenant. It's like the best Alien movie. Wasn't that the one that was like directed by James Cameron and Steven Spielberg?
Really?
And produced by M. Night Shyamalan? Yeah. What?
No.
That wasn't Alien Covenant? Then who's the Covenant in the title? Who's the titular Covenant then?
No.
Are you on the right Earth? Is this the Crisis of Infinite Noses? Are you sure you're on Earth 2?
I think that the implication is that the covenant that was made was between this alien species
You mean the black
and
goo?
David.
Is the black goo an
Yeah.
alien species, or is it a... You know, no, we can't do this. Oh my god. I can feel my brain. I've seen both of these movies, and somehow I still have questions. I guess it's case in point, really. Prometheus is so wonderfully baffling. Round 2.
Try that again.
I'm having fun over there.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta pick up my materials. Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay, I think they patched it. Okay, awesome. I got 6 Dusklight shards instead of 1. That whole first week of Destiny, I was like, why does this exist? Like, he's literally here to give me 1 shard every day. Bungie, what is this? He's tier 3. I was very mad. I was taking umbrage with everything. Yeah, see, it says, it's like, yeah, see, tier 1 upgrades are 60 Warmind bits, 10 shards, and 5 legendary shards. 120, 20, 10, and then tier 3 is 240, 40, 20. Yeah. Insanity.
Yeah.
Ow. What the And she did it. That was her. That was her fault. She woke him up.
Wow.
Oh, Dad Juju's not kicking me right now. Oh god, that was a terrible winish. Don't I have Ambitious Assassin or something? Ah, there we go. No, Flawless Execution. There it is. Getting a headshot while I'm crouched makes me turn invisible?
Oh.
Bop. Smoke bombs, bop. There's a lot of stuff in this hallway. Ah!
Guardian down.
Oh, whoops.
Overload.
Oh.
I'm not using anything overload right now, but I thought you would be. Give me a sec. What's overload? My submachine gun? No,
Oh,
not
okay,
that.
I
No,
think
not
it's,
that. Not that. Oh
switched.
my god, I'm not using it. No. Alright. Auto rifle.
Mm. Auto rifle, yeah.
How do I put licorices in my mouth? Boop. If there's a bunch of things in this hallway, I'm gonna scream.
Mm.
Ah. 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 Ah.
Guardian down.
You want to live? Get a shiv.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to live, you have to get a shiv. That'll stay with me forever, yeah. That gentleman got paid a lot of money for that line. Money well spent, I think. Starbreeze, good job.
Oh,
I just love that I was able to turn that at some point into a Palpatine joke. That's my favorite thing about it. I was like, they wanted to live, so they got a sheath. I died. That is such an inside joke that I know anyone who actually does get it will appreciate it. Most of the people that read it probably won't know what the hell I'm talking about, but for the 2 or 3 that do, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Acceptable sacrifice. Barrier weapon. Got anything? I'm gonna pop out the heavy frame. Give me that spear, fool!
Okay.
These are overloads and barriers and all sorts of tomfoolery. But the heavy frame is the equipment build. Damn! You too can have heavy frames. And spears.
Oh,
and
man.
What? Oh, you picked up the Valkyrie and everything was dead.
Yeah.
Did I just get booted?
Mm-hmm.
What just happened? I got booted!
I think I got booted.
What about
Me
our
too.
loot? How did it boot us as soon as the loot? It booted us as soon as it was time to pick up our loot.
That's not fair.
So did we get the drops? So wait,
That's
wait.
really
let's
not
look. Did we get credit
fair.
for beating the bunker? Yes, we did. Mm-hmm.
We did. Okay.
Yeah, because I can see the. Oh wait, I don't know actually. Because on my screen the bunker isn't there. Is it still on your screen? It is.
Mm-hmm.
The bunker is still on
Yeah,
Earth
it's
for you.
on my screen.
Then we didn't get credit for finishing it.
Yeah.
It booted us from the bunker right when it was time to access the.
That's
Yeah, I turned
BS,
around and looked
man.
at my television and I just saw
I don't
Jesse
like that.
Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. So remember, these things come in threes. Oh, there's Katana. All right. That's the third one. And Cara Delevingne. That's how you pronounce that, right? Cara Delevingne.
Delevingne.
No? Alright, I'll ask David Ayer next time I see him. That and why does the Alamo exist in the Bright universe? And Shrek. I feel like that was the most baffling line to me. Like, I mean, the movie's world building thinks it's better than it actually is. Like, it has a lot of it feels the movie feels like it has a lot of unearned clout in the world building department. Like, they're clearly very proud of the universe they've created, but they haven't spent nearly as much time as that. Why am I alone?
Oh, I thought. Oh, you got kicked out of the fire
I
team
can't
too.
join you.
All right,
Sorry.
sorry.
I thought you were gonna join me, or yeah. But yeah, it's convinced that its world building is way better than it actually is, but they haven't done the legwork. But then you get random lines in the movie that talk about like Will Smith is like, get your Shrek looking ass, and I'm like, wait, Shrek? Shrek is in this universe? But why? You think if Shrek was in this universe, it'd be the equivalent of like a Sambo film, or like it'd be a really racist movie because, I mean, how do you have a movie that irreverently makes fun of fairy tale tropes when orcs and shit like that actually exist? So then, in that case, they're just actually making fun of orcs, right? So Shrek should have been like, a racist disaster that went down in history as the most as the movie that took out DreamWorks in that world. Like it shouldn't be like a pop culture reference that he uses to insult someone's looks. I'm like, that's just messed up. That's like if we had a blackface show. No, really, like if we had a blackface show in modern day, like that's basically what Shrek is for the Bright universe, or at least it should be. I mean, unless orcs are really like bright and green and have Scottish accents and like in a.
No, see, that's definitely an example of like they were just like randomly doing like they were just a lot. This is an example of them saying, "Oh, we've got Will Smith. What could go wrong?"
True. Or just really, you know, we have this world, and we've got this premise, and we don't need to go much further than maybe outlining some minor racial tension and, you know, like I think Chance the Rapper actually said it best. You know, he's like he said he always gets annoyed when you see when he said he gets annoyed usually when symbolic racism in movies is usually based on, you know, pain and tolerance rather than systems and opportunities the way it is in real life. You know, so he's like, you know, in the Bright universe, you've basically got a world where racism doesn't really exist because everybody hates orcs instead.
Right.
Oh, so we did finish. Or at least I finished. Or can you walk up to the bunker and open the door?
No.
I can't. So I'll follow your lead.
Nope. We're gonna have to do it again.
That was fun the first time. I don't know. He was running there with a sword, just beat everything. Love swords. Boop. Hypotenuse. Alright. That guy is still over there. Whoops. Saved your life.
Thank you.
Hey guys. Boop. Ain't no timelines when you timeless. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There's a bunch of shanks in there. I suggest caution. Boom. Ramadan. I'm out of sword ammo. I'm out of sword.
Sword ammo.
Yeah.
I'll get down on these rifts.
Arc souls. Thank you.
Get you some arc souls.
You know I got sold. But yeah, I found it was a very funny observation he made. It's very true too. Whenever there's something that, yeah, usually when there's allegorical racism in movies, it's not based on, you know, oppressive systems or, you know, like it is in real life. It's usually just, oh, these people are so misunderstood and prejudiced against them, and it's like, yeah, you know what I want to see? I want to see orcs not being let into the good schools, okay? I want to see orcs on the welfare line. I mean, you guys, I feel like the full extent that they went to fully frame them as what they are, and it's the black people of the story, is that they just put them in like jerseys and chains, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's the extent of the black experience. That's how you know they're black. Not because they are economically, not because they are economically disadvantaged. Or, no, it's because they sag their jeans and wear ubu.
Yeah.
Yeah, or fruit. For orcs by orcs. Stop it.
But what does this mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what I found annoying about it. Like,
just to be there.
Because I think. Yeah, because okay, like certain groups of people wear certain things for a reason, right? Like,
well, it can be cultural.
Like, just as an example,
like,
I mean, it's cultural, but there's a history behind it. It's not happening in a vacuum.
Yeah, it's true. Popular culture does take on many forms, depending on where you're standing.
Like to oversimplify it for a minute, you know, just to illustrate. What is rap music?
Whoa.
Rap music is an evolution of what?
Well, rap music, I don't know. Well, it depends on what you're talking about, really. If you're talking about rap in the 80s or rap as a like form of music. And originally it's conceived, you know, to it's like a way for youth to kind of process the really complex systems and things that they encounter, like process and parse things.
It was a way for urban youth to do that.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
that's where rap comes from.
that's what it was.
Rap is.
Yes. So, I mean, you can show a bunch of people, or you can listen to a bunch of people listening to rap, but that doesn't mean anything without the context.
Absolutely.
That doesn't say anything culturally without the context. It's the same thing when you show a bunch of orcs wearing like chains and, I don't know, I guess football jerseys. It's like, yeah, well, what does that mean to an orc?
Exactly.
Where does that come from?
I don't think they got that far. And I can look, the
Yeah.
elves are white. I mean, I think that's a foregone conclusion. They're the white people in Lord of the Rings too. They have like their own elf Elysium, you know. They live really long times. They don't get dirty. They don't get cold. You know, they're basically there's elf privilege. In
Yeah.
Legit elf privilege.
It's legit. And they were about to be like, what was it called? The segregation. They were about to be like separate but equal, yo. They were about to just head off and do
Separate
their
but
own
equal?
elf
Oh.
thing. Yeah, like that's what was happening in the first Lord of the Rings, right? Like the elves were gonna go off and just not be around
That's right.
humanity
They did
anymore.
not seem very down. But then, why is that always a thing? There seems to be a common thread with
Like,
elven characters. They always have you know, they always have themselves elevated on on a pedestal of sorts. Does that thematically sound like has every story you've ever read with elves in it kind of had them in that position?
good. Let me think about that. Yes or no? Wait, let me think. No, no. Every story I have read is not like that. There, so, Shakespeare, when he wrote Midsummer Night's Dream,
Shakespeare?
you know, he, yeah, when, there's like Puck and Lady Titania, etc. There's, all those like elven characters, but they weren't really like superior to the human characters. They were like,
Oh, so
they were
weren't,
just
like
like different, right? They were just
superiority
like,
complex. Thranduil
no, they
sneering at
weren't
you,
like that.
even while smiling at you.
Um,
He's sneering. I don't like it.
and
Got judgy eyes.
and where other
Like Lee Pace. Judgy
he
eyes.
does. So what else? Do you want to go to the moon, or is there something else you want to do here?
So, if you don't have anything to
Requesting
do here,
Guardian backup.
as
Let's
far as
build
bounties
ourselves
or
a
anything is
satellite.
concerned,
We really pissed off the Cabal and Mercury,
No.
huh?
Oh, let me check my bounties.
Wait till they see what we're gonna do to the Almighty.
Oh,
my Earth-
Rasputin,
my Earth
competing
bunker
strike
be
from
done.
Mars.
You know, the moon does beckon. Yeah, I don't know. I should pick up the bounty actually. I forgot. Forgot to pick up the sidearm though.
Yeah, everything else I need to do is on the moon. So we can just
How
go to the
upgraded
moon.
is your boon
It is made of cheese.
Like, do you just have the tier 3 stuff to go, or?
It's not that elevated at all. It's only like halfway through level 2, and like, I don't,
You don't want to do
like,
the legendary Lost Sexter?
it just
So
takes.
you don't want to ever have to, you don't want to ever be able to do the legendary Lost Sexter?
I do, but I mean, so for example, just now we did it one time, and I didn't even get. I got maybe 3/4 through the level, like through the
Because you have to purchase the bunker upgrades to get progression. That's what gives you the progression. Getting the bunker upgrades.
I know, but I didn't have enough Warmind bits to buy more than 2.
Pick up all the bounties?
Don't let the enemy overtake the
yeah.
support
Each of
tower.
those bounties will give you like 50 Warmind bits apiece, and there's an upgrade on the bunker list that gets you more Warmind bits from other activities. So like you don't have to do the towers, you can do strikes and get Warmind bits. That's one of the upgrades in the bunker. That doing strikes and gambit and everything will
Support
get you
tower
bits
is
too.
overwhelmed.
Or opening a treasure chest will get you bits. Yeah,
okay.
it's pretty reasonable. Like,
What the
somebody who's
hell?
done one.
Something's going on with my controller.
The act of harvesting the freaking materials for that thing is definitely a bit of a slog, in my opinion. But since you can upgrade these things to get Warmind bits wherever you want, it's not like you're necessarily locked into doing these bunkers or like the Seraph Towers solely to get the stuff. Not like when we had Vex Offensive, you just had to play Vex Offensive for the Vex Offensive thing. Everybody's thing, apparently. I thought it was funny because that's what everybody complaining about.
Yeah.
Vex Offensive. And I was like, what? What's the big idea? And like, we hadn't played Vex Offensive for like at least 2 weeks after Shadowkeep came out. So we were completely oblivious to it. And then after that one show where we did it, then I realized why. I was like, oh. I'm glad we saved that.
Clear that tower,
Alright, I'm gonna take us to the
You're
moon.
cutting off your arc supply.
Doing a tower down.
Valkyrie incoming. Show 'em what you can do.
I don't know. Yeah, but you, stop thinking of it as a slog. You have more materials than the average Guardian, and the only thing you really need are Warmind bits. And Warmind bits are not hard to come by. Trust me, trust me. You know how many Warmind bits I have? Like 2,400?
How many? Wow. That is a lot of them.
You know how I got that many bits?
How?
You gotta spend bits to make bits. Yeah. No, really,
okay.
If you don't mind spending this stuff, seriously, you will stockpile them when you no longer need to use them. And that will definitely happen to you. That'll definitely happen to you. 'Cause I'm definitely not wanting for Warmind bits right now. I mean, geez, the only thing I need is the other stuff. The materials and the shards are what I really need. I'm just sitting here just screaming on the inside. The only reason I have this many, what did I do? I did all the bounties in week 1 and all the bounties in week 2, I think. That was really it. Because after I finished the bunker, they just kept giving me bits, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna spend these. So I had a whole week to just, I don't know, collect bits. Yeah, I collect these bits for the. I was crossing my fingers, like, man, there better not be moon bits and earth bits, because I was gonna like smack somebody. I think even Luke Smith knew that might have been going too far. I think even Luke Smith knew. He was like, you know what? Let's not make earth bits. My mailbox. I just organized it.
I finally just organized everything into folders. Don't want to go down this road again.
Goes to his inbox. It's like RE knows where they.
Noseworthy. Okay. Me? Where did I go? No, I didn't leave. I was actually waiting to hear from you, and then I looked away from it for a second. Okay. I like the song verses. I saw those. Those were good. I thought I said something. Didn't I say something? Oh, okay. Well, I like. Mhm. I like your song lyrics. They're fun and very creative. You should record them. Do you still have the? You wrote a rap, like a whole song? Mhm. Mhm. Wow, that's cool. Um. Oh, you are? Okay. Hold on, I'll be right there. I I just switched one of my armor pieces, and I was adding some of those mods that can. I don't know. No. Mm-mm. No. Okay. No, because I mean, it's not that the content. It's not that this season's bad. It's that it feels like, yeah, it feels like it's on autopilot, and they just want to shut us up. Yeah. 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 Mhm. 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 Yeah. I. Mhm. Yeah. Exactly. Like it doesn't feel like. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I think that's the point. Yeah. 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 No, they didn't. Oh, they did fix that thing that you showed me. You know when you're like, yeah, the thing where like it blocks your view when you put on the, the chest armor? You told me. Oh, it was in the hotfix notes. Oh man, I hope you had plenty of footage.
I never
Your
I never
shoulders
thought I'd
were
live to
too
see the
big.
day when my shoulders became too real for Destiny. But it happened. It finally happened. I feel humbled.
Yep.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. What am I supposed to do with myself? Now? Oh wow, they gave me
I
a
don't
really
know,
good
Chief.
drop. Recipe.
Are you ready
Just
to
give me
do
one
this
sec. I gotta
bunker?
pull something out of the postmaster because I'm apparently lacking in vault space. There's an etheric spiral. Why is there an etheric
Hmm.
spiral in my postmaster? What are you doing? Alright. Let me just dismantle this and I'll be right in there. There's nothing but grenade launchers at the postmaster. This is a sad state of affairs. They're all getting dismantled. You're in the bunker, aren't you? I can hear your headset.
Yeah, I'm right next to you.
Alright, one more thing. Ooh, it's a 991 helmet. Ooh, wait. What level is my helmet? 9. Okay. Yeah, so I thought I don't know if you saw that article. I thought that article was kind of weird, personally. The one with what's his face? The Paul Tassi article. He was like, there's 5 things about Destiny's Crucible that need to change or stay the same or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed a bit weird. Like one of the things on the list was emotes and and how people are salty. And I'm like, don't you dare demonize emotes. I like emotes. What's wrong with emotes?
Well, yeah, that's how we communicate. We
Yeah,
can't
but he was
speak to
talking
each
about like
other.
as they relate to the Crucible, like the salt generation levels were just kind of astronomical for him. He's like, people will be salty and they'll make fun of you online, and Destiny is no exception. And I'm like, I wouldn't frame it like that. I mean, there are very few games where you can sprinkle salt on someone's body as they die. But I gotta say, I think Destiny makes a very charming case of it. I just think it's pretty hilarious. Something
Yeah.
really funny about that.
I mean, and as far as griefing, the ways in which you can do it in Destiny are
Very
kind of
true. Very
limited.
true. Very true. I mean, you have to try. All right, I'm ready.
You have to really try.
Sorry
Okay.
about that. I was pulling out bounties and then making room for other stuff, and nothing bites more than getting a new weapon and having it go straight.
Okay.
Ah!
Break his
Shut him
ass.
down.
Guardian
Girl,
down.
what you doing? All right, I got my overload rounds out. What else do I need? I should have went to the tower and picked up my gunsmith bounties. I did not do that. All right, how about the vow of Ariana? And
I'm surprised.
I think I have something tells me we're gonna need unstoppable, so I'm just gonna bring it. I have a very strong feeling that we're probably gonna need it.
Guardian down.
Nobly. That's hot news. Not the biggest fan of Spectral Blade. Oh my god, it's an unstoppable ogre.
Whoa.
So it stepped on me. Oh, recommended power 1001.
I didn't... What?
I got him. Boop.
Yeah.
You can hold that for a little while. Gotcha.
Guardian down.
What? You just...
Yeah, we good. I know. We are good.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! The electricity killed me. Nice. This way. What was that? So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any problem with the Crucible.
I thought I did.
I actually think it's been.
No, me neither.
I think it's been more fun recently than because there's so many good weapons. You know, people are using a little bit of everything. There was definitely an uptick in hard light though. A lot of hard light and Suros went down this IV.
Yeah.
That's because, well, I guess people that finally, you know, people that earned it finally have an excuse to use it, and two, like maybe a month or two ago, they finally patched out the hard light's weird screen vibrating glitch. So now people actually want to use it, and it's accurate. Because the gun is accurate as hell. It has maxed out accuracy and everything, but the problem is when you shot it, the shaking of the gun would literally vibrate your screen and rattle it, making it harder to aim. So it's like, okay. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill the servitor? Oh, that's a barrier one.
Yeah,
A barrier
so.
ogre? Alright. Oh, it's a barrier knight. Oops. Ah, no! Help!
I'm here.
But are you here? Are you really here, Joaquin?
What?
You were never really here. Sorry, I had to set that up. It took me a little while to set that one up, but...
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I literally called you Joaquin. I mean, you're like... I'm just passing them to you.
Yes, I know.
Oh, no. Barrier knight! Kill it with fire! Damn it! Get him!
Guardian down.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I was coming for you. I was. Come on and slam. And welcome to the... You know what? That barrier is BS. You're talking about something that needs nerfs? The barrier enemies need nerfs. There is no reason. That barrier blocks everything. I've thrown a super into the face of one of these things.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. The barrier ate the super.
Guardian down.
You will not die in vain. Get him. Gosh darn it. Barrier.
God damn it. Alright, whatever.
I have a barrier weapon. It's just that when the barrier pops up, you just gotta pop it off. I was reloading.
Okay.
Oh! Hadouken.
Ooh, there we go.
Hey, look, it's a heavy frame. You have the ability to make heavy frames yet? Oh
yeah, I
man,
think
do you have
so.
them in? Oh, do you have them
Or
in
on the
Lost
moon.
Sectors? Because, excuse me, the two of us and a heavy frame can definitely, we can definitely knock out some Lost Sectors. And then when it's time for you to, when Quarry pops up again as the legendary, then you'll be able to do your, like, what step are you on for your fourth horseman quest?
I think I still need to kill things, a couple of things
Cabal?
in Mars with sidearm.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm at like 97% or something like that. Where's the thingy?
Oh. I only got 2 Warmind bits. Operate a bunker of lies. Okay, so I know you've been dying to talk about this. Okay, don't pretend you're not. So I think a few of us Guardians signed in the other day and were confronted with the most 80s of music. Apparently, Shaxercise is a thing. Buns of Phoenix Strife. Can you? I'm confused. I mean, I was overcome with the urge to work out suddenly, but I still had no idea what I was experiencing.
Well, let me just share this with you. Apparently, so remember when we went to
I do.
Zavala's office? Apparently, remember there were some people like all the way on top of the like bookcases, and we're like, what are they even
I
doing?
do not, but I think you pointed them out to me.
Well, yeah, there were some people like on the bookcases, like I don't know. I didn't realize what they were doing, but apparently, if you rummage enough, at the top of one of his bookcases, you can find the recording for this track. And apparently, his Zavala's hobbies include knitting. We found his knitting needles in his office, and crocheting, and he likes to get his cardio on, and Shax is his trainer. So
Shax?
yeah. So did you hear?
I
Did you
did.
hear the song?
I yeah.
Shaxercise.
I actually, if you
Did
want
I
to,
play
sure,
the
yeah.
song?
I didn't know what I was listening to at first. And when I pulled my phone out of my pocket, I was like, what the fuck? How did this even end up in my recommended? Like, how did it? Yeah, so it was meant to be because it just randomly popped onto my phone. I think I was listening to a Byte video or something. I was like, hey, man.
And then
Yep.
it was
Yeah, and I was like, huh? What? What is this? Oh, Lord.
You can only get stronger from this.
Did you jog home to this? You did, didn't you? Valkyries summoned on the moon are now super Valkyries. Yay. I need 19 legendary shards, boo. Oh, God. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like doing like the... What was it like? Remember remember when Key and Peele did like the Crystal Light Championships? That, you know it's so 80s. It's 80s. Yeah. It gives me those vibes. Those specific vibes are what I get from it. You can just see like a bunch of Guardians and like the tights, like film grain on the side. Lord Shax in the front, doing a single ladies. What is what? What are you singing? What is that?
Nothing.
What is that? What? Is oh wow, nope, nope, nope. Black card. Give me your black card now. Nope. There will be no
Why?
single ladies in my stadium. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Put that back where you found it. Put that dance back where you found it, young lady. What's wrong with you? What are we gonna do with you? What are we going to do with you? Heathens. How do you like the point of the stag? Apparently I shot 28 people in the face with it.
Oh, thank you for
Welcome.
finishing that for me.
You saw that clip?
I appreciate that. Or,
Did you
I
see that
guess
clip?
getting it to that point. Yes, that was pretty
I
cool.
was in pain. Okay, I just want you to know. I want you to know I was in pain. I was like, all right, I got the huckleberry as a primary. All right, now let me switch. Oh, she's got the wishbringer equipped in the second slot. All right, whatever. I'll just switch it to. And there's like 3 grenade launchers, a blue auto rifle. I'm like, the fuck? What? I'm like, what is this?
I don't know. I think I just hadn't gone through.
Ah, what do you mean? How did it get? How did it get that messed up in the first place? You don't know.
I don't know.
You see?
Like sometimes I realize I don't need to be carrying things, so I put them away. And I think we just been doing a bunch of stuff, so I just hadn't had a chance to put stuff away. Like today I put stuff away. Now I'm only carrying 1 grenade
God.
launcher and 1 shotgun.
You should be holding,
and-
I think, ideally, at least 7 weapons in each slot. I don't do this to show off, It's,
Yeah,
it's very
that's
situational.
about-
You should be a Swiss Army knife. Your exotics should balance out your legendaries, so that you are never at a disadvantage no matter where you go.
Mhm.
I feel like we need to have another optimization day for you. We'll just make some decisions based on your character, Because like I have I don't know. I bet that there are weapons that you like to use when you use like the transversive steps, or weapons that you like using when you're using your getaway artist. It's little things like that. I saw a video. I thought it was very, 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 very interesting. It was this gentleman, and he said it was something that he noticed when he played a game, and when he watched his girlfriend play a game. And because, he's a gamer, there's a certain level of inherent behaviors and considerations that he makes while playing, mostly on the fly, like instinctually, that because she doesn't play video games, she doesn't either have the intuition or the muscle memory to really do the same things that he does on reflex. And it made him really think about how different people consume different types of games. And one thing he said about pro players, for example, is that if you've ever watched people play at a pro level, or at a high level, that they are constantly doing a bunch of things. And to the naked eye, or to the layman, or to most people, it doesn't look like they're doing much. But to anybody who knows what they're looking at, it's like they are always in the midst of calculating a algorithm that's constantly changing depending on where they're standing, where they're looking, like if you've seen me play, or like they run and they immediately look around the corner. They're always looking at their radar. They jump in a certain way so that they're always doing something to put themselves in the best possible position to engage someone. And so that having I think you just need a few more good behaviors. That's all. There's a few more good behaviors, and you'll be jumping around corners and hitting people in the faces with Nova bombs in no time. Speaking of which, I was playing as my Warlock earlier, and I got the Skull of Dire Ahamkara as a drop. That was a very interesting. Yeah, I was surprised. Quite surprised. I was hoping that the show didn't get a reboot, but Why? What does that mean? Those aren't words. So where are we headed? I'm just checking out these blues. Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for you.
So.
No, I'm good. I'm good if you are.
Okay, so we can either go to Mars and finish that step in the quest that I have yet to finish, Or we can do some gambit.
Okay, so what do you have to finish and what do you need to do to finish it? Are we talking missions here or bounties? Because bounties are doable no matter what. And I do have to go to the tower to pick up my stuff because now I have money. I have enough glimmer to pick up bounties now. Fuck. I'm so poor.
Oh, so in Mars, what I
No one is. I got
you're
no
like a
monies.
poor guardian.
They got me, dear.
You're a welfare guardian.
I'm a
You're,
discount
like,
guardian, yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Going to
Little
the.
Don't mock me. Stop making fun of me. Always hurting my feelings. I swear. This is the fire team that poops on Lucien's feelings daily. On the daily. On the daily. Right? So y'all wait until I get wait until I get the desk perch. And Cabbage is in here with me. You'll see. Cabbage will back me up. Hashtag save Lucien. Hashtag save
Cabbage
Lucien.
will back you up.
What? I didn't say anything. Okay, so I don't know about you in towers. You don't be doing them towers very often, boo. I don't know if you want to check over there while we're still on the moon. If you want to check and see if we can get an event in, or if you just want to head out and do the other thing.
Where? Oh yeah,
see,
let's do one.
see,
Why not?
I, you know, as long as we're here, we can just check. All right, give me 2 seconds. Just going to switch 4 horsemen. Of course, when I got the 4 horsemen with my Titan, it dropped at an obscenely high light level. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like right now, my Rasputin packages are pretty good. They're quite good. But yeah, I figured I got it. I figured I'd get it because why not? It was gonna I mean, yeah. Every time you get one of these things, they raise the power ceiling. Like exotics, I mean, like whenever you get them, yeah, they tend to. So
Nice.
I figured it was worth it to do it with my Titan too, and that my Titan has shoulders, so. What? I mean, shoulders will
Nice.
protect you
Okay.
from shoulders.
Shoulders.
I mean, like resilience, you know.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm literally soloing a legendary lost sector. Okay, we need all the defense we can get, and I was able to be my solar Titan because those things are hard, dear. We should do one, but I think you should be closer to 990 before we attempt one because it's gonna be a little bit hard. And I have the
Okay.
Valkyries and the it really helps to have the Valkyries and the frames and because they will be your guide. Hey.
Yay, we made it. What a beautiful skybox.
Bungie is just I feel like that's a sole occupation. Skybox team. Yeah, this has been like this since it's been like this since Halo. Just these obscenely detailed and yeah, they're just vast.
Oh, what happened?
Just a
Oh,
random
you're
just a
starting.
random spirit. How many horsemen does it take to kill a captain? As many as anyone else. Halle Berry flow. Excuse me. I just. Alright. It happens to a fallen when it gets struck by a light. Okay. Alright. Sorry. I really like these Rasputin weapons. I can see why some people would say, oh, I'm not going to replace my... But for someone who doesn't use auto rifles, this is a very enjoyable auto rifle to use. You know, it hits heavy, it's not too light, it's very accurate. Alright, you. Where are we headed? It's the other side, right? I'm going to go to the towers? Let's do it. I feel like the moon... Well, no. The moon has plenty of things on it, I suppose, because I didn't get them all. I still didn't find all those dead ghosts.
Me neither.
Ah!
And I really want those.
Whew. I made it. Hey. Can you do me a favor? Like, when you stop, can you tell me the name of your sparrow? Because I realize I have both halves of the sparrow on my other character. So can you tell me the name of yours so I don't pull out the wrong one?
Yeah, it's
Let's see.
the IVC-10.
IVC-10. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Maybe put your sparrows under inventory. No shadows. Consumable. This is strange. Oh wow, that would make sense. I'm like, why doesn't this make sense to me? Because I'm looking at the wrong character. Okay. Just gonna eat my hair for a second here. You hear that? Just gonna eat it. This doesn't make sense to my brain. A whole weapon disappeared. Either that or the app just isn't displaying it. Yeah, the app just isn't displaying it.
Weird.
Very weird. Oh well. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the servers need to catch up. Oh well. I was trying to get my gun back. I got a really good sidearm as a drop, and I vaulted it, but I guess it doesn't exist. Knuckle monkeys. Can we start? Wait, who's nearby?
Yeah, let's start.
GG's. No.
All available Guardians, towers coming online. Every satellite built gets us one step closer to saving the last city.
Braveheart!
Hunting me.
These creepy ass spirits.
Right.
That does genuinely weird me out, though. I felt the same way in the Dreaming City when they did that with Fallen. I mean, when they did it with Awoken, it was like, oh, they're just kind of like recovering in the streets, like it's the French Revolution.
Yeah, kinda.
Ah. This is weird.
Clear that tower, Guardians. They're cutting off
Weren't we
your
fighting?
supply.
We were fighting Hive the last time we came here, right?
Support tower's overwhelmed.
No, it's fine.
Shit.
Arc energy supply.
Okay, I could have sworn it was. Oh yeah.
Is that it? I can hear it.
Sorry, I've got like 20 minutes on you, and I did some of this. I think my brain hurts. I was just. Yeah, I wanted to play. That's why I was playing as my Warlock. I realized that I hadn't done a tower as my Warlock, and I said, hey, well, if I want to get, some drops or something, or a better roll for the auto rifle, I might as well play it. Why not? I have no good reason to not play the other version of it, except that day that Destiny 2 went down and Destiny 1 was still online, so I played the first one. It was a very interesting beginning of the stream. Yeah, aside from it looking really slow, it was pretty fun. Reminds me of that a lot. Oof. How y'all doing over there? Oh my god, 14%? That ain't terrible.
Yeah. It's not bad.
You just gotta up the killing. Gotta up the killings for you.
Yeah.
Don't let the enemies get near that thing, because that is death. That's the one thing that slows us down the most. Like when they stand in it like that.
Enemy is moving in on the support tower.
Yeah, I got overwhelmed last night, so I really couldn't. It was just me back here. But I think we can keep him out. Shooting his eyeball in its eyeball. What am I shooting? Opener of Vic. Poland is trolling.
Yeah.
Like, I just picked up his mission, though. Why is he still there?
Like he's about to.
Why is Toland following us, dear? You owe Eris money.
I
You
don't
took
know.
her raisins, didn't you?
No.
You took her raisins.
No.
I hope
No.
not. Boop. What's up, boo? Okay.
Nothing. Do you ever have an embarrassing, cringe-worthy memory?
Yes. Makes you it makes you physically uncomfortable to have the memory. Yeah, I've had those.
Yeah.
Support tower has a serious crowd
Kinda
control
where I was
problem.
Oh.
Clear it up.
Okay.
No, but no.
Ah,
biggie.
jeez. Okay, they're getting a little bit frog. I may have to put on my wait. What am I using? Oh, the bombardiers. Boop. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I enjoyed that greatly.
Grab that javelin.
Hunters
Yeah.
have a pair of exotic boots called the bombardiers. When you dodge, it unleashes a bomb. Bleh. Yeah. So I just used it on a bunch of enemies for the first time. I'm like, all right,
That should even the odds.
that is what is up. Hey guys. Oh, you asses. Hey, your loss of orbs, bro. Can y'all stop stealing kills from people with supers? I'm gonna make you orbs, man.
Care package for you.
Oh, Rasputin's activated the Valkyrie.
Enemy has overwhelmed the support tower.
Rasputin. You merely adopted.
Ooh.
Boop. Look at that. Dear Anna was born with it. She molded the Valkyrie. She's not a man, dear. I need a new syllable. You think Ada 1 made this?
You.
Like, do you think she's responsible for like the really heavy like the crazy Clovis Bray stuff? I mean, she's in the Black Armory.
No.
I'm talking about like their weaponry. No? Alright.
But the Black Armory is like they make their own weapons, right? Like Black Armory weapons aren't Clovis Bray weapons.
No, yeah, no. Well, I mean, I wouldn't think that Clovis.
Yeah.
We still got a chance here. We still got a chance. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean.
Maybe not.
Oh.
Or maybe.
I hate being so close and yet so far. Stop calling me Slayer of Arax.
I have words for you.
If we kill this Fallen, if we kill it, where is it? Where'd it go? Kill it! There! Okay, so we got like 6
Yeah.
seconds.
Guardian down.
No!
Oh, so close. So close.
Tower going offline. Have to try again later.
Whoa. Okay. Thanks. Wow. You don't look at the
Yeah.
bottom of your screen. I just got the 4th Horseman catalyst.
Oh, really? Very
It's
nice.
just in the chest. Like an alien.
Because they do that.
Because
They come out
aliens
of your,
are in
yeah, they
chest.
see it came out of the chest. Like. All right.
Oh, like a chest.
Adds an additional round to the magazine and increases reload speed. Ooh. That's cool. All you have to do is defeat enemies with it. Well, it's a pretty tall order. You know, it's not something we normally do too much in Destiny, but I can stretch and accommodate that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Did somebody start it again? Ever tenacious youth. Oh, okay. All right. I got some Rasputins out into the world. Got some bits. Got some boots. I have to defeat Hive and defeat combatants with solar supers. Okay, sure. I grew very fond of Blade Barrage this last Iron Banner. Oh, you also didn't say anything about the Hunter video? Nothing? That was one of the things I sent you. Mm-hmm.
The Hunter video. Maybe I didn't
It
see
was
that
a
one.
hunter committing an act of badassery. Let me see if I can grab it for you. Let me see.
Okay.
It's made up of like several clips. Ah, nope, that's not it. How did you like Warlocks Need Nerfs Part 2?
I really like that one. It was funny.
Good. The stock music was my favorite part. I was like, yep, this is exactly the mood that I want to put forth here. As this warlock obliterates a man, then obliterates another man, then another poor man who tried to jump into cover, and then his friend. And then he jumps over the wall. Super is still going, mind you. I throw down a healing rift, get myself an Arc Soul, jump back over the wall, and take out like 4 more people. I don't want to hear nothing. Talking about Titans need nerfs? Did you see what I did? Why do I have enough time to throw down a rift mid-super? Crazy. Girl, you must be crazy. Oh, that was fun though. That was a very good example of warlocking with your warlock with your rock out with your is not the most malleable sentiment, is it? This is really hard to use it on. Yeah.
I mean,
and the only one I've ever really been able to successfully use is the female version, which is it's like jam out with your clam out, and I didn't even make that up. That was like a and it was
that one's a little
it was coined by a lady friend, so I figured if it got her endorsement, I could just say it wherever I wanted to. And I said, hey, what? She told me. She made it up. She delegated. She told me she told you. I'm sorry. Like, do we look like fish to you? No, but it rhymes with jam. I'm sorry. Just gonna get mad at me. Okay, so you want to play a match of game? Oh no! And there's the curse.
Oh no! What happened?
Toland popped up and said, "Follow me, Guardian." And then when I did follow him, it was So I want off this rock. Toland is trolling. It rhymes with trolling. Is that an Iron Remembrance helmet you're wearing there?
Yes.
Do you like the new armor? I actually like it. My if you noticed, my Warlock was wearing most of it. I did like the way it looked. I don't know if they redid the way the shaders work on it, but the shaders make it look almost drastically different. And I really like that black and red. I got like the new age armory going on because of the ornament. Yeah, so I wanted to make like everything like red.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It makes you look like a, what do you call it? Like a, like a Russian general or something.
Yeah, it looks like they gave it a tweak or two. Okay, so tower then. It looks like they might have given it a visual tweak or two because I don't remember it looking that cool before.
Yeah, I think they did a couple of things to it. Because before I was like, I don't know about that.
You heard me. I used to call it the beetle armor, and not the group.
Yes.
All right, you should have it in your phone right now.
Tower. Okay.
Anything? Oh. yeah,
just
you
got
should
it.
also run around Crucible with your shotguns out because the Python is a really good shotgun. I do enjoy that weapon. Good deal. Wow, I can hear that like perfectly. iPhone speakers are no joke. Having a lot of fun with those. No, there's a part 2 to that. You know, I have another clip that shows you what happens afterward. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with that one video that I showed you that had the "We'll be right back" after he like what did he do again? Like that video has a part 2 also. Like anytime I do one of those funny commercial breaks, there's potential there for us to like split the video in two and mess around with it because I leave in a good chunk so that you can make it a legitimate one. But yeah, I have the green screen for that I put together and the green screen for the "We'll be right back" if you want me to I don't know, like if you want I can maybe make it a note in Evernote and like drag them in there, but I have like green screen footage for both of those, and then from there it's just, you know, coloring the screen and, you know, doing whatever other tweaks you want to have. They're really fun to use.
Okay.
Those are some of my like favorite memes as they related to videos. And now that I can do them, it's just I have an endless amount of situations to put them in now. Just feel like it would be it'd be a travesty otherwise. I'm deleting this helmet. Sorry, Saladin. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. So, what brings you to Gambit today? Curious.
We haven't played in a
That's
while.
the only reason?
Plus,
No
you
questions?
know, there's like, plus, oh yeah, some of my quests
Okay.
also include Gambit. And what else did I want to do?
Dun, 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 dun.
I think, oh, and there's like extra infamy today, so why not? Or this whole week, really.
Extra weekly infamy?
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
Mhm.
Huh. Oh, that's cool. I haven't ranked up in Gambit in a while. I
Mhm.
mean, I played
Yeah.
more in Gambit. Just getting that submachine gun and getting that shotgun last season. Oh my god. It wasn't hard to do, but wow. You can get a kill out of things. It's not alright. Take it from me, kid. You do not want to run around with 3 shotguns. It's silly. I mean, it's fun, but it's
No?
really silly. As long as you're having fun doing it, really. I guess that's the rule of thumb then. But no, it's hysterical. It's hilarious. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to put this on as a. Yeah, I can't do anything with this cloak except wear it. Gotta love having memes have kept yes right there. It's right there, in a very neat little and very nice neat lane. You know, where fans of Yes are just, you know, too enamored with them, and then not fans of Yes are like, why are their songs so long? Because you lack patience, young Padawan. That is why. Okay. So I think I should probably infuse this into a legendary, even though the power difference isn't great. It's only like 6 points, but it's a good 6 points. I mean, I wear this chest armor more than anything else. That's a good idea, right? It's a good idea. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Sometimes you need a cosign. Thank you, dear. Oh, the worm husk crown. That's a really good helmet. And the Orpheus rig. I tell you, dear, there's some great hunter exotics out there. And as long as I can keep randomly signing in as you will have them all. Really? Because you have every single exotic for the Warlock. If you opened any of those engrams on the season pass with your Warlock, I'm gonna bite your face. Because that's just a waste of a drop right there. You have every exotic with your Warlock already.
Oh yeah, I don't
You
think
have all
I
the
have.
helmets.
I think I did them all with my hunter.
You didn't do them all. Do all of what with your hunter?
No, the ones that are dropping from the
Yeah.
season pass.
Oh, you're talking about the ornaments?
Yeah.
Oh no, dear. Those engrams are account based. They're not like the armors. The armors are character based. No, but I mean the
Yeah,
armors
that's what
are
I
character
mean.
based. So if you pop that exotic engram with one person, it's gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I have an exotic engram on the season pass, I'll open it with the hunter. With the warlock, I open it with the hunter because all that means is I'm getting a repeat of something.
Okay,
So
cool.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Because they told me that I was like, you know, if I shopped enough at
And Dwayne Reed? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was just being facetious. Okay. Anywhom, are you ready?
Yeah. You wanna go
Oh.
do some Gambit?
Oops. Yeah, no, I didn't pick up. No, I didn't pick
Or
up
do you
any
wanna
Gambit
do-
bounties. One of these days when we're not on stream, we really gotta do the reckoning, so we can get your synthesizer or whatever up to the maximum, so we can make you some Prime armor and show the world that Gambit Prime is not terrible.
Okay.
I don't understand this consensus that seems to have grown, unbeknownst to me, where Gambit is apparently the worst thing to happen to Destiny.
I don't get that
Like
at
even
all. I
on
actually
Fire
really
Team
like it.
chat, on it, they talk about how much they can't stand Gambit, and I'm like, what's wrong with Gambit? They're like, oh god, that season, because they were talking about Trials, like, the season when we had to play Gambit, and I'm like, what? I like Gambit. Did y'all get the armors though? Yeah,
I like Gambit
it's
too.
very unique Destiny. It's the kind of mode that you could only pull off in Destiny in the first place. So, right off the bat, it's already creative.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the balance between PvE, tomfoolery, and the occasional invasion. It's got a nice rhythm to it. But some people just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
True.
do you like about it? Any opinions for our crab people?
I mean, I like the mix between, PvE and PvP. I think that's awesome. And the fact that, it's kind of annoying, to be honest, that, like, you kind of get punished for being ahead,
Yes. Yeah.
you know? But, I mean, that's not a deal breaker.
Stop being
That's
so good.
just it's fun. I kind of like just kind of like the sweatiness of it.
I think
if
you
that
use
makes any sense.
yes, but I think you use sweaty slightly inappropriately, dear. Sweaty is like sweat. It's the think of sweaty like the people that lock their kids in basements to stop them from bothering them while playing World of Warcraft. Like sweaty implies that you are like playing the game
I
to a
mean-
level where you're like sitting there sweating. You're just like you
Yeah, that's what I mean by sweaty. I mean, I don't mean lock your kids in the basement, but I do think you're sitting there sweating to make this happen.
I mean literally like you look like Peel. Rashida Jones was asking him to give up porn. That's you. Like, but what does that even mean? That's not even like that's not even words. I'm like Jessica. What are you saying? What has become of you, Jessica? All right, I'm gonna go to the Drifter, and I will let you know exactly when I pick up this beast. He also had a bow. I picked up a bow from him like
Okay.
2 seasons ago. I think it was
Yeah.
called the Hush. Very cool.
Yeah.
Probably will never use it in life, but well, no,
It's good to
I
have.
can't help that the Distant Calamity is such a good bow. And the one I got for my Warlock has Dragonfly and Explosive Head on it. What?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
but it's cool.
Yeah.
I hope I don't hit the soft cap.
What's the
I don't know,
soft cap?
I think it's 1,000.
Okay, you're clear.
I'm
Oh, it's
guessing here
1,000?
because
Okay.
I've seen it steadily increase, but I've never seen it go down.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it go
Hey,
down. Wait, Hawthorne, you're supposed to have something. Hawthorne, did your bird eat my engram? She's staring at me. Okay, to the drifter it is.
Take care
Yeah,
of
no,
Uh-oh.
she's giving me the eye. And Lucas looked like he was about to start vibrating, so I had to get out of there. I'm not gonna stand idly by while you charge your power level. Nope. I watched Dragon Ball Z as a youth. I know what that means. I know what that stance means. Man, I am in the basement of the basement.
Oh, he doesn't know.
That's a golden age Falcon right there. He's way older than he's letting on.
He doesn't know I'm charging up.
You charging up your final move? Now for my final moves. Love his stuff. Drifter takes a look at your trusty synthesizer, scratches his jaw, and gives you a long look of, oh, wow! How am I getting the bounties to increase my synthesizer's power?
Yeah.
Well, I
how is
I
that
guess I must have done
happening?
it passively, but I hadn't done it on this character yet. Because when I talked to the Drifter, he's like, "Oh yeah, What's speaking of, what step are you up to in that?
Careful with that.
In the
In what?
Malfeasy.
Oh, I think I gotta. Let's see.
All right, I'm good.
Careful with
Ready
that.
when you are, boo.
Go be bad
Weapon of Hope.
You-
That's for the rose.
Hope's an ornament. No?
Um,
Where are you looking? If you don't mind me asking.
Stay a while
Ooh.
and enjoy
Mm.
our wares.
Quest.
If it's not there, it'll probably be on Amanda. Like, if
wait,
you don't physically have it on you, it should be at Amanda. You was like, I'm not sitting in the room.
I think.
Hmm?
Oh, I think I have it. I just can't
Well, aren't
find
you a
it.
badass?
Wait. Seasonal. Quest. Match. Anything that moves. Claim. Get away. Get away.
Get away.
I don't know. I can't find it.
Well,
and
if
I'm
you-
gonna have to.
Well,
have
what's
you
the name of
sit
it,
there.
dear?
Until
The
next
of the quest. I don't remember.
So,
That's why I was checking.
I don't know if you're using the app or not. Sometimes I can use the search bar, and some like when you're typing in, like it'll go through your inventory and whatnot. If there's a bounty, it should be there. And it's not even in the past quest tab because that's a while ago. I would assume it'd be in past quests, if anything. It's really far back.
Oh, okay. So then. Oh.
It's a very nicely rendered cloak with that and cloth physics.
Oh wait, no, that's for the
Ah, see, there you go.
thorn. Oh jeez. Okay. Independent study. Yeah, this is the one where we have to do Savathun's song on like
We
Epic.
did do that one day, didn't we?
Yeah, I
We
think
came
we
like
tried
really
that.
close, like 3 or 4 times, if I recall.
Yeah, and it just
And then we
did
had to
not
go.
work
Yeah,
out.
we had to go to the movies in like an hour, so we had to stop. That was good though. I mean,
Yeah.
we almost had it, but that is knows the
We-
well.
we
that is
really tried.
only way to extol the virtues of good armor. I say, but when we go to do it again, whenever we plan to, we just make sure we have a lot of void
Mhm.
damage resistance and some resilience in there. And you may want to go with the Attunement of Hunger. It's not necessary, but it would make your life a little bit easier because you'd have Devour. And Devour heals you every time you kill enemies. So you'd have Rifts, you have Devour, and you still have a Nova Bomb. You'll just have to aim it a little bit. And if you must know, yes, that Nova Bomb actually does a shit ton of damage and it lingers. So it's good. It just doesn't. Yeah, that's the trade-off you get for the homing one. The homing, I mean, not that trade-off is a weird word to use, but you know, the regular one just kind of hits you and flies away. Yeah, put something in the balloon and yeah.
Yes.
What the hell? Sorry, hold on a second. My headset is like. Hold on, sorry.
Deal. Take it easy.
Hello. There she is.
Alright, so I think that the
Mm-hmm.
the quest is the draw, right?
The draw.
So I need to. Yeah, the quest is. That's for the Malfeasance, right? I think it's
so.
called the draw.
Read the quest to me, boo. If you don't mind.
So if the Hive Weapon Master is creating new weapons of sorrow, you need to stop it. Gather powerful objects to sully your light and complete the
No, I
ritual.
think you're about to get the last word. I think that's the last word.
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. Then maybe.
I don't think you
it.
have the last word. I mean, if you're on the verge of getting the last word,
No,
you should
I
totally
mean
get it. You're leaving last words on the table? On the table? What?
Well,
What? I'm sorry. I get very excited.
well, okay. So, etched crystals collected. I don't even know where you
Probably
do
got it
that.
from killing a race. Like maybe Killing Hive got it for you. Or Fallen. What's a thought?
Oh wait, no. It says collect etched crystals from Lost Sector 1 at escapees, and then sacrifice hive bosses summoned in witches'
Sacrifice
rituals.
Hive
Then
bosses
match
summoned
with
in
them.
Riches Rituals is the ritual match on the ritual public event on Titan. I'll check Titan right now. You know, in the little on the rig on Titan, it's like a hive ritual. There's a portal in the middle. Yeah, that's what they mean. All you have to do is do that public event. I'll check Titan.
Oh.
Speak of the devil. It's about to start. It's about to start on Titan right now. Look, if you look, if you
so
go
let's
there,
go.
it says it right there. It says the draw.
I
You
gotta
see
do
it?
it twice.
No, just pick the draw.
Oh.
Just go over there and do the draw thing.
Okay.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna fight. Okay, I'm sorry. I excite easily. Okay.
Oh, it's not called.
It's called the draw.
Draw. It's just a public event.
I mean,
Okay. In
yes.
Titan.
Let's just go. Let's go to the public event.
Okay.
Pack it.
Okay.
Kepri Sting or the Oath Keeper. The Oath Keeper or the exotic gauntlets that let you hold bows indefinitely. Yeah, like so you can hold the
okay.
Monarch as long as you want, and it'll still fire a poison arrow. Same thing for Trinity Ghoul, Leviathan's Breath. You can just draw a bow. That's it.
Indefinitely, you
What?
said?
Yeah. That's the perk. Bows charges can be held indefinitely, so you can draw the Leviathan's Breath for as long as you want. It's really useful in Crucible, especially for La Monarch. I love that gun. Because La Monarch, when you get precision hits with it, it explodes and covers everything around the person you hit in a cloud of smoke.
Ooh.
So when you can just, you know, not worry about how long you're holding the drawstring, it becomes a lot more fun.
Nice.
All right, you see it? That's why I thought this was so weird. See it? Oh shit, we gotta get in there. It's on your phone. I'm gonna initiate us because this public event can go by really fast if everybody's on their QPs.
They must really love this spot.
The hive do require precise
Oh,
conditions
the
for
one
their
in
rituals.
here.
Yeah, like you didn't see that on your map?
No.
Yeah, it's this one. What is it?
Portal destabilized.
Now you are thinking with
Ready?
portals. Portals. Wow, see what I mean? This thing is almost over before it starts. It's just crazy.
Wow.
Dan Baluk, trusted of Savathun. Never heard of that one. Slow roller like a. Oh wow, he's just rolling. Oh wow, Rasputin bounty. Wow. I feel like Owen Wilson.
Yes.
All right, you got it.
Another demoralizing defeat for the hive. I've lost
No,
count of your
not
victories,
quite.
but I know there will
I
be
think I
many
need one
more.
more. Let me check.
Gas out like flatulence. Yeah, see for me. Oh wait, the draw is right there. What the fuck? You know what? Meet me over where I am when you're done doing that thing you're doing. Oh wow, wow.
Okay.
He's got nothing better to do than give me a masterworked Valkaden. I don't like this weapon. Excuse me. Oh, now I know.
Hello. What are you doing over there?
The draw is here. If you can't see it, then I guess you got another step to go, or
Here?
yeah, the draw is right here. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope, I can't
And
do
you're on
it.
the step where you're doing what? Just collecting
I don't
coconut
see it.
juice?
No. The quest is I need to do one more
Hive
instance
ritual?
of that
Alright,
specific
so let
event
me
we
check the
just
map
did.
and see what's up.
Yeah. And then I also need to collect. Wait, what does it say?
Get down to my dreams. Get into my heart. I believe that was a song at one point. Somebody had to write those lyrics.
And then I need to collect etched crystals from Lost Sector, one of the escapees. I just need 2.
Easy operation. At least it's not. Well, I mean,
Yeah, okay.
considering how hard they can get, that's pretty tame. So I'm happy. I don't like getting killed by things in one hit, so unless it looks cool. Did you just? I don't even know what you just did. It looked like you just pelvic thrusted that man into the shadow realm. Like you weird flexed and he just disappeared. You didn't see that? Was that the new super? I mean, was that the new finisher?
Nope.
No?
No, I think that
Wow,
was
I
just a
thought you did
melee.
something like it looked crazy. From back here, it looked crazy.
Oh, but you know what? I have one of those mods that make it so that whenever you pick up an orb of light,
Oh,
your
nice.
melee recharges. So that's good.
Alright, so
Yeah.
where are we headed then? Where do you
Alright.
want to go then? You want to go to the Crucible, or you want to just play some Gambit? Yeah, because I mean, we
play
can
some Gambit.
we can hang around here a little bit, but you know that event. Oh, the other public event. That event does only happen here and only on the rig. And right now, there's a public event going on in Siren's Watch, so maybe
That's
by
fine.
the end, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So, Gambit?
Sure. I picked up some Gambit bounties. I'm down.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Okay.
What else is on our? Is there anything else on our docket for the discussions that are discussed?
Let me think.
Fusion rifle. Yep, need that. And a sidearm. Yes, my dear Mialovia.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's two things. I've been keeping an eye on these articles about like people who don't normally play games who suddenly have all this time on their hands. I'm like, okay. And they're like these like very like newbie articles that are like the first one was from the Washington Post, which we talked about last time. And the second one was like a day or two ago on the New York Times, which was like, oh, now that you have all this time to be indoors, you could pick up video games.
Yeah, apparently the WHO is saying stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
apparently after like, weren't they trying to classify
Yeah.
gaming disorder as a mental illness 2 years ago? And now they're like, it's a pandemic. Stay home
Yeah,
and
well,
play video
whatever they were
games.
saying before.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, now they're like just. And one of the recommendations was
Good
Red
God.
Dead Redemption 2. They were like this.
Oh Lord, it's
If you read it, you'll find it really funny because the way that the article is written is like Red Dead Redemption 2 is a quote
the
open
tone is
world
already
game.
all wrong.
End quote.
Quote open. Oh no, nope. Do you really want to hurt me?
Where
The answer is
just the tone is so funny to me because it's just like you know nothing and we're really trying to bring you
like it's at
along here. Like
like it's your
like
your effort is right. Your conviction is endearing, okay, but I don't know about that, buddy.
yeah.
That's great. That's great. I'm so glad they tried. They didn't tell anybody to play Animal Crossing, did they?
I
They're like, you should play Animal Crossing.
no, but I did find some articles that imply that Animal Crossing are like is like if you played Animal Crossing as a kid and now you're a millennial and
Oh, really?
stuck at home, Animal Crossing is like the simplicity of Animal Crossing will make you happy.
Simplicity is an interesting word to use. I found Animal Crossing to be mildly terrifying when I play it.
Not even with all that cursed ether.
Too much
inside.
responsibility. You don't play the game for like a day or two, crabgrass
Really?
starts growing outside your house and all sorts of weird shit. Yeah.
Go punk. Hey,
It's
you're a dread
So,
man.
do you remember
Right, one,
Neopets?
sister? Hostiles incoming at the
I do.
burrow.
Well,
Uh-oh.
I
Hypotenuse. Yes?
I remember that how, if you didn't feed your pet, like you'd log in and like your pet would be starving.
So is your game frozen or is it just me?
No, my game's
Mine
not
is.
frozen. Oh.
It's frozen in mid-run. Why does this always happen? And always towards the
I don't
end of
know.
the end of the stream. Like I can see our overlay. We're talking. I can still hear you. But yeah, the game seems to have frozen.
Okay.
They're so eager to get Harley Quinn out
Weird.
on Divida. They're not QA testing. She's on the digitals this week. I know.
Well, I
that's
think
what was
that-
saying. Maybe people are, overloaded.
Yeah.
I don't know.
On everything.
Well, I don't care about everything. I only care about my small
Like-
little world. Okay, I think I'm going to, I guess restart my copy of Destiny, or, but I mean, best case scenario is that, yeah, but at least I didn't get
Aw,
disconnected.
man.
I mean, I can still restart the game and still be streaming. I just have to quit it and turn it back on. Just kind of bite. Well, I mean, I'm stuck. It's like I'm frozen in the starting area. All right, so while it's starting back up, I'm going to grab a glass of agua. I'll be right back. Make me proud out there. I'm so glad I took a picture of myself wearing Fell Luther's helm before Bungie broke it. Took my helmet. Took my helmet, dude. That's the real Fellwinter's lie. That we get to use his helmet. Not if Mark Noseworthy's on the case. How do I helmet? Diana! So whose idea was it to have, like, Ares turn into Nigel Thornberry at the end of the movie? That's what that is, right? That's Nigel Thornberry, right?
Are you referring to Wonder Woman right now?
That's what that was. Like, he had, like, the big nose and the mustache and everything.
I guess Yeah, I mean, I think because it was someone she didn't initially
Yes.
suspect, right? But it made sense.
It was kind of obvious that he
Yeah.
was not, you know. You just didn't know who he was, but you knew something was weird about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think the last
Yeah.
20 minutes of the movie is a wonderful, baffling case study in having your cake and eating it too. The movie somehow has
In a way.
the movie somehow has an extremely satisfying conclusion, and then it just, for some reason, after it has its extremely satisfying conclusion, it then decides to have a Zack Snyder conclusion. Like, we had our moral lesson about, like, you know, about people being messy and not all the way good or bad, and you know, and even as it applied to Steve, who nobly sacrificed himself for the greater good. You know, Steve was a spy and duplicitous, but even though he was those things as a part and parcel of his job, you know, he also represented as, like, you know, sometimes people do good things for bad reasons, and sometimes people do bad things for good reasons, and the line isn't always, you know, it's not always clear. And you know, you can't just beat one guy and take out all the evil. And we got it. We got it. And for some reason, it needed a second ending, where Nigel Thornberry in a suit of armor, they don't need your protection. His nose is like poking out of the chainmail. Like, what is happening? Why does this movie have two endings? And then when the movie ends and you see, like, the credits, and it's like, produced by Zack Snyder. I'm like, yep, there it is. There it is. Now
Okay, yeah, now we understand.
Okay. As long as it makes sense. I was wondering why it was a CGI schlockfest. It's such a weird, surreal part of the movie, because the movie up until that point has a pretty grounded approach. Or grounded as a movie, you know. I mean, her movements are exaggerated, but not entirely supernatural. But the movie has a very calm, static, you know, grounded way that it shot its action scenes up until this point. And then it's literally like everything looks kind of weightless and like a cartoon, and literally turns into a Zack Snyder action. It's like, can we go back to the... She's like blocking bullets with her elbows and sliding across the floor. How does she do that? Clearly that's like a DP motion. She has to, like, she like holds back and then hits forward and kick to do that, like, slide. To, like, slide like 30 feet. I love that move. That's like a signature move. She does it like 5 times in her own movie.
Yep.
And she does it like once in Justice League.
Yep.
Like a nice helping of male gaze.
Yeah.
Boobs. It's Wonder Woman in a nutshell.
Yeah.
I'm in orbit. I guess I'll just fiddle around with my inventory. Are you almost done?
Well, no, we just summoned our primeval.
No problem. I'm gonna go to the moon, and just invite me when you're ready. Going
Okay.
to the moon. Yeah, that was a hard video. It was very fun. I had
The one with the... The one with Shaq?
Specifically the beginning, when I had like the shots. I had to cobble together all those shots of me using the arbalest like a bow, and then I had to cue it up to the beats in the song, which I'll have you know is done by the frame. By the frame, okay? We don't play around here. We're not syncing and not cueing. We only have the finest keyframes. I had a really good idea for one of our videos, though. I don't know. Yeah. Because it's, we're about to have a co-op explosion. I made a nice little list of things that can that'll lend itself well to that experience. And it, you know, it just makes me think. There's no doubt in my mind that the consoles themselves won't have local co-op, but I'm also kind of worried about that. You know, even though you can do local co-op, the only game that stands out in my mind really that did it and did it really well was like a No Way Out, which is local co-op, you know, just like Brothers, because it's designed by thoughtful people that know you can do, like, the optimal way to play this is to actually be sitting next to the person. Like Brothers in particular. But
Yeah, true.
I haven't really seen
Yeah,
too many
Brothers.
others, like, you know, Gears of War, of course, Halo, of course, have, you know, Destiny, but not too much in the way of like just straight up, you know, two people playing a co-op game kind of thing. They're either massive or singular. Do you think
Yeah.
you think couch co-op games are gonna dinosaur themselves out soon? Because I think prior to that, remember Scott Pilgrim? The Scott Pilgrim game was a couch co-op game, and it got a lot of bleep for that. They eventually added online later, but when it released, they were like, "Nah, you know, we want people to sit next to each other." And people were like, "Why can't I play online? I don't have friends." Well, what? You guys don't have friends? Yeah. I mean, come on. Diablo Eternal will never live it down. You guys don't have phones? I mean, really.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it's like if Sony came out and showed The Last of Us Part 2 and then announced it for the Switch. You'd be like, what? Wait. Why? I think that's just fine. So, who's on the field?
Just some like captain friendly, but we're probably gonna lose.
Did anybody invade?
Yeah, actually, it helped a lot, but I don't think it's enough.
My finger is hurting me. Maybe I should do something about this. Yeah.
Your finger?
When Micree was freaking out, she bit me a little bit. The bite still hurts. I mean, she's a domestic house bird.
Oh.
Really all that big a deal, but yeah, she is. She kind of bit me. I was trying to put her on her back, and you know, she's no cabbage, so she's not exactly keen on that position. But the alternative was having her lie on her stomach. So you know, I put her on her back, and she kind of sat there for a little while. She sat there for a good while, and then she freaked out and tried to barrel roll out of my hand. Like, all right, animal.
To work.
Oh, she's a lovely creature.
Be careful.
And we are all better for having experienced her.
Yeah.
She's the best bird. Let me say good things. Look at something. That's what the cages are like out there. Cabbage. Yeah.
The cages.
Yeah, I wanna get like I wanna have either a mini cage like in here or like a perch.
The moon is hollow.
You know, maybe I can maybe
dry as
why
bone.
not?
Oh, really?
Just so I can hang out with them a little bit. You know, especially the one that's always flying after me. I think a little bit more fresh air is recommended. You know, especially now. Like if they want to run around.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Sometimes you gotta survey the area.
Yeah. I sent you an invite. You can join me.
Let me check for it now. Oh, it's a war set. How many war sets? Rasputin, how many war sets? How many war sets is this war mine dropped from the sky? Is this how Rasputin recycles?
Maybe.
Eyes up, Guardians.
No wonder we're in another
We are
dark.
detecting a war set coming down in that region.
Yeah.
Ensure it's safe transport home.
That's weird.
That's intel we can use.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, bro.
What? Did you join? Okay.
Let me see if I can just join you manually. For some reason, this thing is like dedicated to sabotage.
Okay.
Cross fingers. Something is shooting me in the butt. Look at you, 985.
There you go.
You have
There you
628
go.
total final blows,
go.
huh?
Yeah. This week,
Wow.
I guess. Because I think that it resets.
Wow.
It resets
I haven't
every
even
week.
seen all of the stats that come through these things, so every time I see one, it's actually pretty interesting. I get to look at it and go, oh, okay, I see what you did. Oh, look. There's legendary shards on the pass. Yes. I got 25 shards.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I
Did
just
you
got
get them?
25, so woo.
Yay!
All right, that's a load off my mind. I now have the 25 shards. I find everyone's a
You
shard.
required.
Finally did it. I'm not twitching at all. You're twitching. So how's your... Alright, I know you're a warlock, so how's your resilience looking? Do you have some resilience mods going? Do you have it in the high 80s, 100s? Do you notice?
Yeah, you know, I have my resilience at, let's see, where am I at? Ability, my resilience is at like 60 out of 100. I kind of wish I could do more with it. Oh, you know what? It's probably because my escape artist, I have recovery and not resilience. Let
That's
me
always
change
my
that.
that's always my favorite pastime. Like fiddling around with your freaking armor. That happens to me. Yeah, that happens to me. So that happens to me more than you would believe. That happens to me more times than you would ever believe. 7 Seraph. Oh, balls. Sorry. All of these things just do not have it. We're doing Gambit, right? Okay. I was just checking because I swore I heard Saladin. I just wanted to be sure.
No.
I have to kill enemies with solar energy, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. The liar's handshake? That's a thing. Yeah, no.
No.
Not worth it, no. Yeah, sometimes you think it'll be worth it, and you look at the other gauntlet, and it's like, no, abort mission. I will heed. You know, let him. Alright, I think I'm ready. I should probably use the Nighthawk, shouldn't I? Or actually, I'll use Blade Barrage, and then when the Primeval pops out, then I'll just switch to my Nighthawk. Yeah, it does a lot of damage.
Ding, 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 ding.
Sounds skeptical.
Cabal on the
What
field.
did you say about my...
A ball on the field.
I heard an echo from your TV, so what I heard was
Let's
the ball from the... And I said, what?
Dominus Gaul, Emperor Callus, their hides would make
TV up.
great chaps.
I don't think so. Let me see.
Let's dance.
Oh,
It's like I could
actually it
hear
is.
you, and then I could hear your game twice.
Hey, hey, you're a dredgen.
I am
Fight
indeed
like
a
one,
dredgen,
sister.
sir. Thank you. Because I
Hostiles
do not
inbound
betray
at the
the cause.
steps.
Mm.
You betrayed us.
Oh, please.
Of shadows.
No, I didn't.
You betrayed us. Tell me it's because we were psychopaths. Something tells me these. Oh, I knew I was gonna end up hating this. I'm not using a shotgun.
I don't know.
That to a Colossus. Did you see that?
Nope. No. Here, it's a first-person game.
This shotgun is as tall as you. It really is, though. I'm using the fourth horseman. This gun is obscenely large. It's a really big shotgun.
Incoming wave at the drill.
I'm gonna try and get to the middle. I have like 9.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Woo! Oh gosh, no. You remind me whenever we do something multiplayer oriented to take my freaking sword off. It's like the 3rd time this has happened to me. I go from Crucible to this. I just keep forgetting my freaking sword. Oh god, oh god. Oh! No! No!
What?
Oh. Ice the block.
Oh my god. Jeez. No, I barely... You know what I realized here? I don't think I deposited before I went over to fight that dude. So I just went over to fight a bunch of Colossuses
No, I don't
with
think you
like
did.
11 motes in my pocket. Well, I still have the 11 motes, but now there's blockers everywhere. Oh my god.
What? Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Yeah, we're like fighting a captain blocker. I can take him out, but I'm just gonna need a couple of seconds. Wow, they did not do as much damage as I thought it
Target
would.
is on the field. Hunt it down. Put some rounds in it.
Help me! Woo!
Alright, he's
You
gone.
saw me beat him. Thank you for the backup.
Sending
Oof.
medium block.
I said
I mean, I
just
was
said
shooting
thank
at
you
him
for the-
too.
You know what? Crab.
Jeez.
Crab.
Jeez.
And I did land the final blow. Jeez. Why can't you let me shine? I'm a peacock, man. Holy fuck. Whoa. Wow. I think that's the first time I've ever done that.
You're bleeding moats, sister.
Did you see what just happened? The cabal.
Nope.
Invader inbound. Hunt him. Woo!
I'm not sure.
What?
I'm on the back steps and I don't see anything yet. So he didn't spawn back here. Couldn't have spawned back here. No, he did.
No.
He's coming from my side. He's
He
going
did?
towards the middle.
Hostiles
really do about
incoming
this.
at the base.
Deer, watch your butt!
Invaders
Alright,
out.
so
You'll
I
get 'em
might have
next
saved
time.
you, but I think he might have self-sabotaged. Either way, you're good. He was jumping for you.
Okay.
He was jumping towards you when I said, Deer, Alright, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever been knocked into the drill?
Okay. Okay.
That just happened
no,
to me.
I don't think so.
So a cabal knocked me into that little drilling area, and
Oh,
when I hit
no.
the bottom, instead of dying like I thought I was going to, I popped up in that red room in the tower area.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't know
interesting.
that was a
Small
well,
blocker outbound.
shortcuts.
Your enemy called up a primeval.
Yep.
They kill it. They
How
win.
dare they?
Portal's ready. Grab
There
it.
will be no primevals in my palace.
Primevals in your palace.
Oh, it's drastic, it's plastic.
Guardian down.
What?
Like, are you trying to make a deposit without killing the blockers? How's that even humanly possible?
Your allies invading the other side.
I'm gonna lose it. Stop making me fight these things. I need to switch my heavy. Ugh. What am I switching it to? Oh great, it's the fixed odds. I just realized I
Your
need
allies
more
down
variety.
and out. They're heading back.
Wait a second, you're a grenade launcher spicing things up a little? All my heavies are like heavy.
Yeah. Why not?
Jesus. You died? After all that, you died?
Crazy.
Hostiles inbound at the steps.
Oh, this is taking way longer. Oh my god, we have 35
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal's up.
Yeah. And I just deposited like
Yeah.
11.
Your allies invading.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, there's a risk runner when you need one. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Only that's nearby. I got you.
Uh,
Hey, soul sister, soul sister.
I'm in that. Thank you.
Your invader's back. One kill.
Left me soul. This cabal dog is just can't deal with it. Oh wow, that's a Colossus. Jumping through this portal. Okay. Eat enemies with your super, huh? Sarabi!
Mm-hmm.
Portal's prime. Go make a mess.
That. I'm getting the hang of this
that's
blade
great.
barrage thing.
Mm-hmm.
Your allies invading
No!
the other side.
You did not hear that.
These
I
are
dropped
the
my
profit.
I dropped my
The
controller.
profit that this. Yeah, I know.
I just stopped in front of the block. I just stopped in front of the bank like, yeah, hey, oh wow. Look at that look at the rendering on that.
Oh, hello. This is look at this. The structure. Impressive.
No, General Hux.
Your invader's
Trying to reach
back.
his mother.
No kills on either side.
And that was the day you realized we were in the darkest timeline. When you heard a Yamama joke in a Star Wars movie.
Incoming wave.
That was at the beginning of the movie. They were setting the stage for you. Not your mama's combat drill. It's definitely not. Actually, I'm not entirely sure my mother didn't train in.
No.
I'm really concerned about that.
Mm.
Portal's up. Go take him out.
Wow, this is impossible. Holy fuck! There's so many Cabal
Yeah.
up here.
Your allies invading.
Wow. I'm on
Where
the
are
left hand
you?
side. I guess we summoned because
Alright,
it
we-
disappeared. I was on the steps trying to get
Yeah.
more moves. They're on the.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do this. Too bad I didn't bring the ultimate. Bop. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Primeval's down. Feed those
Yeah.
supercharged cheeks! Oh, sorry, wait. They didn't die in one hit, as I would have assumed.
Now we need one more.
No, I threw a grenade at their feet. I thought I had it. No, they got me.
Cook up some supercharged light and feed it to that primeval. Round's over. The enemy
Oh,
team
man.
destroyed their primeval.
A little bit of a game of that was a little bit of a catch up.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
too satisfied. Oh, wow, they dropped me a button. Hey, I'm not too satisfied with that, but hey, I think we played well.
Mm.
I think we did. How we do?
Yeah.
We did there. Yeah. We tried. Wow, the walleye.
Yeah.
The wally.
They were attempts.
We lost 25. That's a lot.
I know,
yeah.
that's a
That's
lot.
like a whole chunk.
Supercharge your light and let that
Yeah.
primeval
Did the Drifter just tell us
Yeah.
to kill our Primeval again? Drifter and his PTSD.
Yeah, you know, sometimes his commentary.
Like it'll
is a
pop
little
in the middle
behind.
of that, right? He's sitting on he's on his bench. He's like, "Woo!"
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh God, not again."
There's
Sedate him.
sniffing too many emotes.
And somebody fed him a mode of light by accident. Another?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, chicks.
No, I was
Want to do
asking
another
because I
one?
didn't.
Okay.
All right,
I
all right.
kind of have to go to
No,
bed.
no, it's like 1:10. Yeah, yeah. No.
Yeah.
You want to head back to the
Yeah.
tour or the tier? The tour?
Yeah, why not?
The tower?
Okay.
Okay, so do you think I should do the Oath Keeper? That's the bow one. Kepri Sting. Kepri Sting gives you True Sight and a stronger smoke charge. True Sight is that predator ability that lets you see through walls.
Hmm. And what's the other one?
The Oath Keeper. It's the gauntlets that you can hold a bow indefinitely.
Maybe the see-through walls one.
Indeed. All right. Yeah, it's hold on. I'll put them on. Yeah, you remember this gauntlet? It's the gauntlet with the bug on it. What? Hey, there's a giant
I
bug
think
on
so.
it. Here, look. It's a I mean, it's not a beetle. It's not a beetle, but you know, it's famous. Is it?
Okay.
Little pincers. Pincers. Yeah, I don't know. It's because I personally can't seem to think about what I want to infuse right now because I feel like everything is really good, and a lot of the stuff I'm getting is like 1 or 2 levels above, so it doesn't feel like it should be worth the, you know.
Yeah.
Anywho, you have fun tonight? Did you accomplish anything?
I did.
What did we accomplish?
Well, I went up like 2 levels, and I got closer to the malfeasance, and I got closer to the. Oh, you got kicked out.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
just
like.
watched my. Yep, you are no longer in a fire. It just removed me. Well, at least it wasn't an error.
Yeah.
All right, go on, go on. We can still outro and crab out. See if I can.
I got closer to the malfeasance.
You're right on the cusp of the last word.
Oh, I just got
Right on the
kicked
cusp
out
of the
too.
last word too, since you're on next to the
Yeah,
draw. We just have
yeah.
to do one more. Speaking of rituals. Well, hey, we were about to play another round of Gambit, but I would say if the event's about to happen on Titan, we can do that. No, it's not happening. Damn. The other one is happening. Yeah. All right. We can always check the next time. All right, it's all good. If you want to do another bonus, we can.
And that.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, maybe on Sunday. Yeah, it's not gonna be on Friday. But maybe on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you're down.
Mhm.
But y'all. Well, do you want the malfeasance? The malfeasance? Because that's tough. That's a tough one to get, you know. A tough one to get, boo boo. Well, because getting the malfeasance is like getting a badge. It's like getting a savior title. You know, just make sure you have all the thingies. You have to have the Gambit badge basically. That's part of it. Like in the collections.
The
You have to have the
Gambit.
Gambit badge. So make sure when you check the badge, so make sure that when you check the badge that you've got like all those boxes ticked off. Because it's like, you have to have the shell, the sparrow, the ship. It's right there in the collections tab. All the guns, like the Trust, Parcel of Stardust, Dreaded, like all the drops basically. None of them are pinnacle weapons. It's just you have to have the armor, the emblems, the ship. Yeah, it's only like 1 page of stuff. And then once you have the badge, then you'll be able to get the malfeasance. Because that's what happened to me. I was like, why can't... It's like, how do I not have it yet? What the fuck? Oh, it's the badge. Yeah. How close are you on the badge? Yeah, check it out.
Know.
It's in the collections tab. You probably won't see it on the first page since Destiny's so long in the tooth now, but it should be on the second page. I just want you to have fun. chasing these looting these chases. I feel like you have a backlog of exotics that you just don't have yet. And it's crazy, because you'd have so much fun using stuff like the last word and, you know, you'd have...
Oh, yeah, I don't have...
You don't have any
Any
of
of
it?
this.
No.
So,
Are you looking at the right class? Because it does it for all 3 classes.
So it's the
The
Gambit
that's called
badge,
playing for
right?
keeps.
The one, like the...
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
literally the one that has the Gambit logo on it.
Um,
As I said, if you don't see it on the first page, it'll be on the second.
oh.
There's no way you don't have anything here. There's no way. We play too much Gambit for you to not have it. There's no... It's impossible.
So not the one
It's the one that's
that...
called Playing for Keeps. It's on... Did you go to the collections page and go to badges?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm missing. Okay. Joker's Wild. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. So for the Warlock,
Oh yeah, I should.
I pretty much have everything except for
Malfeasance?
the
Oh, the
Parcel
shotgun.
of Stardust and the Birth and the
I'm very
Malfeasance.
fond of that gun.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's just a random drop away then, and yeah, that's just playing Gambit. And yeah, the Malfeasance is the last thing you got. Okay, so you got all of that done. And let me see. Also the checklist. Oh yeah, also the Gambit checklist. So go to Triumphs. And then seasonal. I think it's seasonal. Is it no, it's not. No, it's not seasonal. Sorry. Triumphs and then not Vanguard. Destinations. Yeah, probably destinations.
Destinations.
Is that it?
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm a boob. It's the one that literally says Gambit. It's next to destinations, but I'm crazy because I didn't see the giant snake logo.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's the Gambit one. Yeah, so under Gambit there's the like just look around there. And
Okay. So
you don't have to have all of them, but for the let me see. Career rank. Is that the one rank? Oh, it's rank. Like bounties. I think it's career.
okay, career.
Do you have any rituals done? I don't know.
So all of this?
I feel like there's something I'm missing here. Actually, I think you're almost there, but I feel like there was another part to it. But I guess not, because you're like right on the verge. Listen, don't mind me if I get my stuff mixed up. I do apologize. I remember obsessively checking this page when I really wanted to get Savior, and I had like a week to get that fusion rifle.
Yeah.
It was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was a learning experience too.
Yeah.
I don't really play Rumble all that often, so. I don't mind
me
it.
neither.
Rumble can be fun. Rumble was really fun in Destiny 1, I think. But the game was slower paced. And shotguns really packed a punch back then. So it felt more fun. But. You croaking in the background. Stop it. Stop croaking. You ready to turn it in? Yeah, you are croaking your life away. Croaking the night away. That's what you're doing. Okay, Chumbawamba? You're croaking it. She croaks the nose that reminds her of the good times. She croaks the nose that reminds her of the best times. Man, I'm so glad we got rid of them when we did. I love British people, but Chumbawamba was I feel like there was potential for that to get out of hand, and we nipped it in the bud before it could. I say good on Good on you, Merc.
Yeah, it lasted exactly the right amount of time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, Lay Cheek. This was a good thing. Okay, it was a little bit of a grind tonight, but I think we got some nice I think we got some good words out about this season. And now we know what happens when you name your season after the guy who can't play the game he helped design. He's the design director.
Noseworthy.
How the fuck? Oh yeah, I really liked that verse, by the way, okay? You didn't say nothing about the... When I was like, Grandma... You didn't say anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
I put my ankles into that. I put my ankles into those lyrics. Did you even sing along? You didn't even read it. You didn't read it. So you didn't read it.
I think so. I think so. I think I read. Is that the one when you were like noseworthy who?
That's before it. Like I did the entire. Okay, so basically I did. This is America from the, to the part where he shoots the choir. I did the lyrics for all of that up until that point. So from the up until the point when he shoots the choir, I rewrote all those lyrics. You know what? I'm just gonna send it to you now because you're a crab. You're just a crab.
Okay.
Sitting right on top of Capital Rab. You're just a crab. What? It's Nose House Rock. Keep up.
Nothing.
Comes on NBC. It's the Nose Broadcast Company.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I did say Noseworthy did this. Okay. There you go. Enjoy Nose. That will be concluding tonight's episode of Expert Playlist while Gabriel over here, while she reads my impeccable songwriting skills. Like,
well, people definitely wanna keep up with us. They should go on the YouTubes,
indeed,
on the Twitters. What?
Yeah, I said indeed.
Yeah.
Them
On
grams.
the Instagrams. And Twitters. And
And the
Facebook.
Books of Face, Volume 1. Yes. Thank you. And what else, though? There's got to be one more. There's got to be one more. A Canada-based website, I believe.
Well, I would say go to Infernal Penguins.
Did you have a beignet before you said that?
And you can get a good...
I got some twang there.
No.
Sounds like you like had a beignet before you said our website name. I was enjoying that. All right. You were like, well, if you want to go. And I was like, what? That sounds like the voice I used to admonish you in the middle of the night because you had like 3 moon bounties for no reason. Just moon bounties. What? I was like, bounties are the crux of every guardian's expertise. Like, I was completely off the cuff. I was like, I didn't even plan. Like, but I saved it. But yes, infernalpenguins.com. Home of Oswald. That, I think, is going to conclude tonight's episode of Expert Playlist. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry. We can only make the Season of the Worthy look so entertaining, but you know what? We have quite the impressive backlog. So, there's still going to be a ton of loot. And, we will see you on our next bonus episode, where we kick a little bit more of this content in the face,
Yeah.
parse out a few more things, and hopefully by then we will learn more about the Fellwinter's lore book. Because I noticed you didn't mention that. That part of the stuff they data mined was like a cover for. There's a like part of the stuff that they data mined. There's like a what looks like a book cover with Fellwinter's helm on it, which means that we may be getting like a full Fellwinter lore book. Like he may have a whole book dedicated to him.